All right. First, commend Kermit and his team. I thought they came out and they delivered the first punch. And bless you, whoever that is back there. They delivered the first punch and obviously had us back on our heels and in this game. I thought they brought the energy. I thought they brought the effort, and I thought their experience showed and our inexperience showed. But we know the way we play the game. You can be down 10, 11, no matter what it was at halftime. We didn't do a good job defensively on the screening roll, and it seemed like they were scoring with the big fella every single time. And I thought we adjusted in the second half, and that allowed us to get back in the game. And even as we cut into the lead with the ball, 49-43, I thought we had some momentum going. And then I thought, again, what kicked in was our inexperience of not coming down and executing. But let's give them credit. They're featured guys, Davis and Tyree. They did the things they're supposed to do, and they got some help from other guys. So congratulations to them. And but I don't know if it was a hangover effect that we had, but I didn't see us clicking on cylinders. The guys that we have that normally score for us, they didn't score, and maybe their defense had a lot to do with that.
Questions?
Mike, the 4-game losing streak, I know that's uncommon to you. How tough is that? What do you think's been going on, and what do you got to do to get back to winning?
Well, we got to win. I think the confidence has been shattered. I think the confidence has been kind of shattered. Obviously we lost some tough losses at home, and then of course you play against an outstanding Tennessee team, and now you're having to come and play against a surging Ole Miss team that's playing well. You want to come in and you got to play well. You got to shoot the ball well on the road. We didn't shoot the ball well, and so that's. But I think confidence has a lot to do with that as well.
With the young team, how do you get that confidence going again?
We just got to keep working. I think you got to point out the positive and try to not only point out the things that we can get better at. We've got to play better for longer periods of time, I think. And then when we get to that, learning how to win, I think that's one of the difficult things with the young basketball team. And but that's the hurdle we got to get over. We got to get to the point where we learn how to win. Take advantage of momentum. Take advantage of the things that we have. We had some of their guys in foul trouble. I didn't think we fully took advantage of that.
Mike, Daniel Gafford never really got going tonight. Did you think that was him, or did you think it was mostly what Ole Miss was doing on defense? Just what did you think about his
combination? I think it was a combination. I think Dan's got to play better than that.
I think you guys weren't doing a good job of getting him the ball, or was he not
combination
enough to get the ball?
It was a combination. Like I said, it was a combination of him putting himself in position, and then of course we've had this take place all year long where people are doubling up on him. So the recipients, they got to be able to finish on the offside, and we had some plays where guys were cutting to the hole and they couldn't finish. And I can remember one when Isaiah cut down to the lane. And he caught it and he bobbled it, and it turned into a big play for them. As opposed to catching it, defense sucks in, somebody's going to be open. So sometimes it's going to be a decoy. And but I thought the rhythm of the game, the tempo was to their likings, to Ole Miss's liking.
You brought up the screen and roll game they were using. Were they doing things down low that maybe you hadn't seen from them?
No, we didn't do a good job. You could see it. We snuffed it off in the second half. I think you got to make adjustments. Our teams have always been good at that, and so we're learning how to be good at it. How about that?
Mike, I think you started Gabe in the second half for Reggie. I think it was a career high for Gabe. But what did you think of his game?
I thought there was some positive that came out of this game. I thought Reggie was Gabe was one of those guys. He fixes things on defense, charges, touches balls, rebound. His turnovers came because he was trying to get the ball into Dan, and so that's something that we got to continue to get better at. But I thought he brought good energy. Keyshawn Embry, I thought he was a bright spot. Came on, and we had some guys that didn't score. But it was a bright spot for him. So hopefully it's a breakout opportunity for him. Our bench is very important, to our success.
You got 13 SEC games left, so a lot of time.
A lot of basketball.
Do you feel like you got time to get things going?
A lot of basketball left. Absolutely. A lot of basketball left, and so it's still a race, Bob.
And this was the fourth straight game you guys have fallen behind early. I know you touched on that. How tough is that when you're having to keep digging out of holes?
The toughest thing I thought we came out with, the first thing we did was get a stop. We deflected the ball. We came up with it, had a steal, and we ended up turning it right back over. And so you get it, maybe now if you come down and execute, maybe you get off to a much better start. But that's something we got to get better at. We got to come out and deliver the first punch. I think that's got to be a big key, and so it's something we just got to keep working on it.
Well, Terrence Davis, I think you guys held him to 3 last year, but he's averaged 20-something points against you guys. Had 18. How tough a guy has he been?
He's a good player. Good player. Experienced player, Bob. I mean, he's experienced, and I think they do a good job of putting him in a position where he can be successful. I mean, it's he ain't not only scoring against us, he's scoring against other people too. He's a good basketball player.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Mike.